Hello juniors, and welcome back to Computer Systems and Programming. In this video we are going to be going over the before we code and just some housekeeping things. This is just a reminder to pay close attention to this video because there will be a corresponding quiz for this video due at the end of this release. Alrighty, so the goal I have set for you all to accomplish by the end of this course is that you will be able to identify problems that can be solved and then use your programming skills to solve those problems. How I am going to teach programming to you is fairly simple. I am going to teach you the building blocks of coding, teach you to solve small programming problems, and then have you apply your knowledge of the building blocks and the small problems to solve more complex problems. For each unit, there's a strict process that needs to be followed. It is as follows. You need to watch the concept video first. In this section, I will explain the unit topic using an analogy outside of code. This is so that we can build understanding of the topic before we actually dive into learning how to use it. Next is the practice video. In this section, you will learn how to actually use the unit topic in Python, so we will teach you the syntax as well as how to fix any problems. Finally, you will fill out the outline. That will help you keep notes on how to do everything from the unit. Then you can move on to the drills. In this section, you will get practice using the unit topic. You will complete drills so that you are very skilled at creating the unit topic. This is similar to math drills that used to happen in elementary school or high school. Next is the debug. In this section, you will get practice debugging the unit topic. So you will fix drills that you are very skilled in identifying problems within the unit topic. Lastly, there's a supplemental, and in this section, we provide a lot of material for you to learn about the unit. Sometimes the way we explain things isn't the best way for everyone to understand. So we have links to a programming manual, W3 Schools, and Tutorials Point. These will give you different ways of understanding the unit. We also provide exercises, which are just like drills, but we give you the answers. So if you feel like you need more practice, you can take a deeper dive into the exercises. Next, we will be talking about top-down processing. Now that we know our goal in programming, let's get a little more technical with how programming works. Python has top-down processing. This means that when we run the program, it starts at line 1 and then goes line by line until it's done. Let's run through an example project to show how this works. So this code may look confusing at first, but we will explain what each line does. When we say a program is top-down, we quite literally mean that the program is going to start with line 1 and go to the end. In this example, our program is 11 lines in total, so it starts at line 1 and ends at line 11. In line 1, we create a variable called x and set it to 5. So if we were to stop the program after line 1 and ask it what x equals, it would print out 5. Then line 2 is white space, so the program ignores that. Then on line 3, we make a new variable called y and set it to x plus 2. So the program looks at what x is and finds that it equals 5, and then the program completes the equation 5 plus 2 and calculates that to 7 and then sets y to 7. Then line 4 is white space again. Then in line 5, x changed to equal 10. To us, all that happened is we wrote x equals 10 and now it equals 10. In the program, it has memory for each variable and what is stored in that variable. The program finds the memory for x and overwrites it with 10, which outwrites 5. So now if we ask the program after line 5 what x equals, it would say 10 because the value has now changed. Line 6 is white space. Line 7, we make a variable called z and set it to x plus 3. The program looks at x and finds that it is 10. Then it completes the equation 10 plus 3. It calculates 13 and sets z to 13. Line 8 is white space. Lines 9, 10, and 11 just print out the variables to the console. The console is what the user can see when running the code. So it prints out x, y, and z, so the console would look like 10 on top, 7 in the middle, and 13 on the bottom. So that's how top-down processing works. Things can and will change as you go down the program. That is the whole point of taking data from the user and manipulating it in a way that is helpful. We will now be talking about the program process. For this class, we will be following a programming process to complete all of our programs. The process is as follows: objective, pseudocode, and code. We will be practicing this process more later, but for now, we need you to understand this process. First is the objective. The objective has two parts. First, we must create a one-sentence summary of what our project is supposed to do. Second, we must create a to-do list of tasks we need to do to make this project work. This list doesn't have to be in any specific order, but the list needs to have all of the parts we need for the program to function properly. Next is the pseudocode. After we create the objective, we can use it to outline some pseudocode. Pseudocode is formatting the tasks from the objective into the structure of Python. Additionally, all the tasks are broken down into their smaller parts. This means that there will be a lot more tasks to complete. The more detailed the pseudocode, it'll be easier to code. Finally, we have the code, which is actually the final step. If you do all of the other parts correctly, this should be very easy. All you have to do is go down the pseudocode and complete each task. Once you complete all the tasks, you can test the project and find any bugs. Do note that if you don't make your pseudocode detailed, there will be small pieces you forget, which will cause more bugs. So take your time with the pseudocode and objective. This will ensure your job is easier later. As we complete more projects, the objective, pseudocode, and code will make more sense. And as a recap, for right now, it is just important to understand the pieces of them. The objective is a sentence summary and contains your to-do list. The pseudocode is a more in-depth to-do list structured like a program, and the code is the actual code of the program. Alright guys, that is all I have for you today. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any further questions, and I will see you all later.